Hey guys, it's Michael Todd and welcome to the Cult of Vintage. Today we are in Millerstown, Pennsylvania, and we are back at a place that I visited a few months ago, about 4 months now, with Cindy J of Cindy J's Timeless Treasures. We are at a Stitch in Time. I'm going to go ahead and post a link right up here for you so you can check out the last the last time that I was here. So we're going to get in here, see if we can't find any treasures, take a little walk around, and hopefully have a good time. So yeah, you guys, let's do this. So just a quick one, here is the exterior. Now the last time I wasn't able to really film the exterior because it was pouring down rain and we had to run inside, but let's do it, guys. Alrighty guys, here we are on the interior. I absolutely love the ambiance that A Stitch in Time has created. It very much, as I said before, is kind of like an open market feel to it, each of the vendors being kind of their own storefront. I absolutely love it. And right up front here, we're going to see a little case. Now, in the case, I was seeing this adorable mama donkey and her two little kids. And right next to it, I was seeing this great little miniature spice rack. I was really curious about those. I kind of wanted to see. Now, the donkeys were priced at $7.99, and I thought, well, surely I'm going to get those at that price. I couldn't identify the price to the spice rack, so wanted to get that out. And then, of course, we're seeing this beautiful Murano glass little hound dog here. Now, we were able to get in. Pardon me, it was $5.99. Unfortunately, there were some pretty substantial chips and cracks on the donkeys, and that did include the mama. So we did leave that behind. The spice rack here was priced at $20, and of course I'm rounding, which is very reasonable for a collector, just not where I needed it to be as a reseller. And the hound dog with his original sticker, might I add, was priced at $50. Again, very reasonable for a collector, but as a reseller, I didn't feel like taking the risk at the time. Now here I am seeing this iridized blue glass paperweight. It is of course a sand dollar. For $8, I got it. Now we have ventured on further into the first floor of the mall. I am seeing obviously this marigold carnival glass pitcher. It is priced at $12. I ultimately elected to leave it behind because of the clear bottom here. If this was something like Fenton or Jefferson glass, I would think that the carnival glass effect would have gone down through the base, at least in the ones that I have found. That's not to say that they all have, but I just didn't feel comfortable picking it up. I mean, it was just $12, but ultimately we left that one behind. Now here, this vendor has got some great stuff, and I wanted to capture it all on camera. You can see why it definitely caught my eye. There were a lot of different pieces here. The first up, we are seeing this ceramic creamer and sugar here. It's priced at only $19. Geez. And then I flipped it over. Turns out it was in fact made in China. Now there is nothing wrong with that. As a reseller, I do try to concentrate more on vintage and antique goods. However, I will say I think that's very fair, especially if you were going to use it. It doesn't matter that it was made in China. It doesn't. If you love it, buy it. Speaking of, this is an art glass dish. Now, it does have a very rough Ponsel mark. It was very lightweight. It was priced at $20, which is, it's a retail price. I don't know that it is vintage, and that is why I elected to leave it behind. Now this, the pink depression with the overlay on it, is priced at $50, the decanter here. I would have wanted to pick that up, but again at $50, I just didn't know that there was enough room there to make profit. Now here we're seeing a little clear glass with some opalescent. It was priced at only $4, and I did pick it up, and I ultimately ended up giving it away free as a gift with purchase. I think I find one or two other things in here. No, I don't. Never mind. Now we are seeing this beautiful butter dish. It is priced at $35. I didn't want to take the risk on it. Again, I don't know that there's a whole lot of profit on that. Now, in the same booth that we were just looking at, On the wall here, well, I guess leaning against the wall on the floor, was this cute little die cut mama kit. And it was a little tea party here. Look at the one on the right there. This little guy is like, the tea's all gone. And she's like, well, then make some more. I'm busy baking. And he's like, I'm just greedy. I want whatever I can get. It was priced at $15. Do I think there was some room on it? Yeah, I do. I don't know. I didn't know if, again, you kind of get to know who your buyers are, and I didn't know if there was going to be enough demand for that piece. Now, these fish did catch my eye. It's very mid-century, and you can kind of tell there on the fins that little gold accent to it. I loved it. It is not marked. Unfortunately, there is a chip there on the beak of the one fish. I was going back and forth about it, and I was like, am I distracted by it? And at $4, do I think that it was a good get for somebody out there that maybe would have kept it and collected it? Yeah, I do. Um, Unfortunately, that chip was distracting me, so I did leave it behind. It's the day of the butter dishes. So here, of course, we're seeing a marigold carnival glass. And again, a lot of people may wonder, well, why are those butter dishes there round? Because it was hand churned, and typically butter would come in balls rather than the rectangles that we get now. Now, this is a cute little picture. It's either American bisque, maybe it's Royal Copley. I don't know. It's one of the two. I thought she was adorable. She was only $5. I thought it was extra cute, especially for spring, those bright, cheerful colors. Whether somebody used it as an actual creamer or what I was thinking, was to use it as a little vase. And I think that that's the fun thing about vintage and antique goods is that just because it was made for an intended purpose doesn't mean that you necessarily have to use it for that purpose. Of course, the creamer can just be set on a shelf to add a little splash of color, but it can be used in a different way. Now, this little Humpty Dumpty teapot, I felt like I should know who it was. It is new, yes, of course. I, for whatever random reason, was looking up Humpty Dumpty stuff on eBay. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Um, we all have those moments, I guess. Now, this little piggy here, there is like a little, you can see it there. I almost wonder if it was for like a small ceramic spoon where my finger just pointed. It would have had like another loop. Unfortunately, that loop was missing. It was priced at $13. I mean, maybe if the bottom loop there had been intact, even though it might have been missing a spoon, maybe it was a hinge. I'm unsure. So I did decide to go ahead and leave that one behind. And then up next, I'm seeing these cute little, again, really cute for spring are these Hull salt and pepper shakers. It's very Weller-esque. Hull decided to kind of, and that's what they did back in the day. If there was a pottery company and they were doing well and there were certain designs, they kind of set a trend. The other pottery or ceramics company would follow suit and make their own versions of it. You can typically, pardon me, tell the difference between the two because of the glazing. Hull have a tendency to be a less refined sculpt. And I'm saying, guess the price, folks. Guess the price. What is it? What are your guesses? It's for all of it. It's the entire set. How much? It was $95. What I will say is that it never saw a dishwasher. So, 4-piece set, lids all included. Now, this was really cute, a little art glass trinket dish or ashtray, if you will. It was priced at $2. It seemed that it was a newer piece to me, so I was like, not so much. Right underneath it was a green depression. Obviously, this is uranium. You can tell that it's glowing just in the daylight. They do have it as is. Unfortunately, there is a small chip here. It was a rough chip. It was a little Sharpie. So I decided to leave that behind. I try not to pick stuff up that will injure the buyer, knowingly at least. I'm just kind of giving a little quick panorama here of kind of the stuff that you're missing. And here are the stairs to go downstairs. Obviously upstairs, there are a lot of newer items. It looks like deja vu, but it's not, you guys. We are actually downstairs. The downstairs is set up just like it is upstairs, kind of, again, with that open market feel with the lamp posts. So first up, what caught my eye was this opalescent dish back here, and then the cabinet got caught because there was this giant ceramic pitcher here. And then we got that out of the way so we could get in here. Now, these are the Bosom chalkware. This is an English company. They are very highly detailed. I actually believe, you see it's made in England. I actually believe this is part of their Charles Dickinson line. And I believe that is Bob Cratchit. They did make a variety of other characters from the Charles Dickens books. I don't know if he is or if he's just a random Scottish guy. I mean, why not? But the piece that I was really going after, again, was this clear glass in the opalescent. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. There's something very elegant about these pieces. They're universal, they're year round. I do think that it was missing its lid. I love that deep opalescence down at the bottom. And again, we're creating kind of the moonstone effect there in the hobnail. So that was pretty, unfortunately, I thought that it was missing its lid. Did decide to leave it behind. These cute little ceramic poodles here, they were priced at $25 for the set, which I don't think that it is bad. Now, I did ultimately leave them behind. I would not, oh, it's a male dog there, geez, graphic. I did decide to leave them behind because they were kind of ordinary. Had they been in like a pink or a blue or a yellow or some outlandish color, again, we're going to talk about the subject matter. They were normies, and at $25, I don't want no normie. I don't want no normie poodle. I want like an outlandish poodle, right? Subject matter. It counts. It matters. Now, this covered dish here, again, we've got opalescence creating a moonstone effect in the hobnail. It was at $21, which I think is fair. I just didn't know. It was one of those things that I was like, am I going to get anything out of this? So I did decide to go ahead and put it behind, or pardon me, leave it behind. And then I spotted him. It's a little Paddington bear. Now, this is a keep. This is not for sale. I had this as a child, not obviously this exact one, but he even has his little tiny hand tag on it. So I thought, heck yes, I'm going to get this. It was nostalgia. It spoke to me. We've got a little Fenton hand-painted ruffled vase there. We've got a little yellow hand-painted Fenton boot. And I was like, ooh, that one's unusual, but it was priced at $32. So I did leave that one behind. We're jumping fast here, folks. Like, these are cute little wall pockets. I thought they were really unusual, very mid-century with that gold detailing. I love kind of like that free form glaze on the front of them. At $18, I did decide to leave them behind. I think that's very fair. I think they're beautiful though, aren't they? Yeah. Now, in that same booth as Paddington and the wall pockets, I did spot this Nippon dinnerware. Look, or pardon me, Noritake dinnerware. This pattern is absolutely wonderful. I think that's so cool, that parrot with the sun there. They're priced at $29 for one teacup and one tea plate, so we left those ones behind. And then this giant Cupie. How can a giant Cupie not catch your attention? She's looking very bashful. She got into trouble. She's got her head down. Her eyes are to the side. She's priced at $50. And I'm like, is it a real Cupie though, or is it like an imitation Cupie? So I spin her around. She is, in fact, a legitimate Cupie from 1966, and she is stamped Cameo. She also has Cameo here on her back. Now, I did run some quick comps. $50 is, in fact, the going rate. So I did leave her behind. If she was a little bit cheaper, I might have picked her up. And then it caught my eye, was this stunning red velvet antique photo album. Now, there is some wear on it. This one has a different kind of stand, and the album itself is clipped in to the stand. So I do pick it up to try to get a better view at it. And then I notice that there's a giant gap with the latch, and I'm like, oh no. Yeah. Unfortunately, where my hands are right now, this is the binding that was the spine, and it kept all of the different photo pages in place. I love the fact that it actually has the original directions. Yeah, you see that gap there? Oh, it's missing all of its pages. You know what? At $28, if somebody were to pick this up and to display it, I think that that is an amazing deal. Um, yeah, again, here you can kind of see the album, and it is removable. You can get the album off if you'd like. that broke my heart. I love that red. Oh my goodness. It's a bit macabre, but how wonderful would that look? Especially like in a Halloween display. Oh my goodness. I loved it. It was sad. It broke my heart. I was really debating about getting it, but again, at $28 with all of those pages missing, I thought it would be best to leave it behind for a collector. Yeah, see how it's a little flimsy. And I was like, okay, stop. So we did leave it behind for a collector. Yeah. Here we, of course, have got some beautiful Ellie Smith glass, a little bit of Fenton here for you. We've got some pink iridized, blue, green, amber. They definitely were an Ellie Smith fan. We've got some yellow depression back there. I think on the top we have some pink. Nope, we've got more Ellie Smith in the red and in the blue. All kinds of goodies here. I love filming all of the bright, colorful glass, especially when the vendor displays it all together. It just, it's kind of magical, right? I love this pink iridized basket here. She was large and in charge. It's priced at $45. I mean, you can see how substantial that was. Again, great for a collector, not so much for me as a reseller. So all of that glass, we had to go in here and inspect a little bit further. Not really seeing a whole lot. We've got a lot of carved wooden figures. Now, I did spot this is a satin glass. It is Fenton. It's priced at $20. And I was like, yep, here's her sticker. Do I like it? I kind of like it. And then I noticed it had like these spots on it. And quite frankly, the spots created this very like unnerving effect on me. There's like that phobia where people that see like a bunch of grouped holes together, it just does something to you. But it was like clear at the very tips of some of the hobnails, and it made me like, ugh, I don't know. And I left it. I mean, I don't really have that phobia, but it definitely triggered it in me. I was like, oh. Here, of course, we're seeing some anthropomorphic little items. I thought this pig was cute, but darn it, there's another chip of paint on its snout, and it distracted me. And I think that was a great price if the paint loss wasn't there. And then we've got a little pear here, $7, and I was like, oh, it's cute. I mean, it is $7 cute, but do I think it's more than $7 cute? I didn't. So we left that little guy behind. Again, those are great prices for collectors. So, they were waiting for somebody. And now we see this little family of very derpy little deer. God love them. They're giant ears. They're all cross-eyed. Now, they are priced individually. So the two small ones were at $3. The large one here was priced at $5. Two of them, the large one and one of the small, both have their original manufacturer stickers of Chase. So I do decide to go ahead and pick those up. Now, this color immediately caught my eye. This is Imperial glass. This will not glow. It's priced at $30, and I can I'm trying to show you the mark on it. I think I do capture it a little bit, not too well. Unfortunately, while the color is beautiful, the subject matter, the grapes, I'm just like, ugh, so common. So we do leave it behind. Now, this one was darling. It's a little Indiana not stars and bars. What is it? Stars and buttons and stars. Glass patterns. Daisy and Button. Thank you, vendor. I appreciate you. This one is priced at only $9. I love the little nubby feet on it. I thought it was a great price. I'm glad I picked it up. It did very well. So yeah, I'm excited about that one. Now that one will in fact glow. Here we are seeing a little vintage bunny. He's getting his workout on. Now, this guy's priced at $18. Normally, I wouldn't pick something up like this, but I will say this is that I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to make the best Easter assemblage ever. So what I'm going to do is take a little foam block, and I will kind of put that down in there to give me some room to work with, and just putting in all kinds of like eggs and flowers and little chicks and other little bunnies. I think that that's going to be absolutely kitschy and cute and fun, playful and youthful. You know, if you have kids or grandkids, it'll certainly be something to get them excited for the Easter holiday. So we do pick that guy up too, but he's going to be for a craft project. Alrighty, guys, this is everything that we have so far. I think we're doing well. I'm very excited. Everything that we got did very well. And now we're about to head up the stairs. That's right, guys, there are 3 floors. Here is a quick overview. Now, just like on the first floor, there is some newer items or craft items, handmade items that are mixed in. And I had who doesn't need a fish that's eating your head stocking cap? I had to get those on camera because why not? Where else are you going to see one? And then it happened. I'm like, wait a minute. How much is this? Is this for real? I found another Miss Priss cookie jar. How much is it, guys? How much do you think it is? You have to guess. Here's your opportunity. There was a screenshot. It's priced at just $40. And then I see it. It says as is. And I'm like, where is it as is? I'm like, oh, there's a little chip there on the lid. And then it happened, folks. Yeah. It's more than a hairline. It is more than a hairline, I will say that. It is pretty substantial. Now, at $40, I think it's a deal. Would I pick it up for resale? No. And this is why I would be nervous about shipping it, especially in cold weather. It will make glass and ceramics a little bit more brittle. So I ultimately do buy her. However, my mother has fallen in love with Miss Priss. So my mother is proudly displaying her. Yeah. Hey, Quasi. Rough day, huh? This doll set was... Why not? Oh boy. This is Bryn's Ceramics, I believe, was the name. She's dainty. She is elegant. She's got her Sunday best on. She has no chips or cracks. No, I lied. There is a small little flea bite underneath the brim of her hat, but her finger is intact. The bird is intact. She's very simple there. We can see that small little flea bite, again, underneath the brim of the hat. I love the ribbon on the back. It's kind of showing like her pantaloons there. So we do decide to go ahead and pick her up. And then I spot this absolutely adorable little Napco daddy or mommy bear salt and pepper shaker set. It was only $10. It was a little dirty. I had to clean it up a little bit. But how cute and charming is this? And of course, the baby bear comes out. They are adorable. I've never seen this set before. This is what kitsch is all about. This is why people love kitsch, because it puts a smile on your face. And here I'm showing you, of course, the Napco maker mark there, but it just makes you go, aw, right? Now, something that makes you go, ooh, are these Ceramic Arts Studio. This is out of Madison, Wisconsin. They did very wonderful. I love the movement of these. The sculpt is beautiful. I love the multicolored drip glaze on these. It kind of looks like that fish is crying there. Now, listen, they are priced at $15. Normally, I don't like spending $15 on a pair of salt and pepper shaker sets. However, these typically go anywhere from $45 to $50 for the salts. The shakers. So I think that there's something very elegant about them. I think they make beautiful figural pieces. So I do decide to go ahead and pick those up. Now, this vendor had quite a few beautiful things. Here we are seeing a Fenton. This is it's like a fortune teller. So this head would spin. Unfortunately, it's missing the words underneath it, and the beak would point to kind of like the fortune, if you will. Behind it, we're seeing some beautiful opalescent. Again, I believe that this is imperial glass, done very well. Again, very elegant and sophisticated looking, in my opinion. We've got then mixed in some mid-century glass with the Viking avocado. This cute little party light, tea light lamp, if you will. And then I look up, and there are some beautiful things here. We've got a little squirrel planter. It's not priced where I need it to be. We have a single lucite candle. Again, the single is priced at 15. We've got some marigold glass back here. We've got some amber glass bud vases and some Ellie Smith bittersweet. Now, I do decide to go ahead and get this amber glass bud vase. It was only $6. It does, in fact, have an inclusion. Pardon me. It has an air bubble, not necessarily an inclusion. And at $6, I thought, why not? And I was like, how much does this only say? 45. Darn it. I don't have a tiny one, so meh. Now these little the little puppy salt and pepper shakers, they're priced at $6. It seems that they're just kind of like a, if you will, a generic. I'm putting up air quotes there. So I do decide to leave them behind. The little bone china cat salt and pepper shakers. These were only $6.50. I actually think that these probably could have done well so far as resell, though I had quite a few items, so I was being a little bit more selective at this point. So I did decide to leave those ones behind. Little green glass swan. Again, it felt a little bit newer to me, though the bottom was polished and smooth. Then I did see this brown ceramic trinket dish, and I was like, that's unusual. Turns out, in fact, it is vintage. It is from Tiffany and Company from 1977. It was priced at $25, which is fair. When you look at the active listings on eBay, there are quite a few that are like 200 plus. The actual sold listings are 40 to 50. I did decide to go ahead and pick it up because I wanted to kind of be like, oh, I have something from Tiffany for sale, guys. So here is everything that we've gotten upstairs. I think we did great today, you guys. We got a lot of great stuff. Very excited. It was a great time. And I'm going to wrap the video up here and I will see you guys outside. Holy moly! That was amazing. That was great. I didn't know what to expect. Okay, stitching time on the come through. I see ya. I appreciate you too. Alrighty guys, well that is it for today's video. We got some amazing stuff. I think we got some amazing prices. That Tiffany cat, the trinket box, ooh. You know what that means? It's a pinky up. She's fancy. Anyhow, guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. I had a great time. Again, stitching time here in Millerstown, Pennsylvania. Well worth a visit. Very friendly staff, great ambiance, and some amazing stuff at great prices. So, guys, to wrap it up until next time, remember, keep it rusty, crusty, and dusty. Bye, guys, but not too dusty, you know.